Hi crypto kings and queens, my name is Natalie. Welcome to my channel. In today's episode, we're definitely going to talk about where the market can come back down to, but there's something that I really want to talk to you about. When we're looking at support and resistance zones and when we see the market going back down, the last thing that we want to do in a market going straight down is buy the market. Why? Because the market is going straight down. When we're buying a market or selling a market, we want to see the market coming back down to a previous support or resistance zones and give you something like this on the higher time frames. You can see that we came back down to a previous resistance. Did the market have the power to break it? No, it gave us multiple signs that we didn't have the power to break this level. Do we see this happening right now at a support or resistance zones? Now, what I can see, but we need more confirmation because otherwise we just might get faked out. Also gonna look at near protocol, and we're coming back down to the Fibonacci levels that we're taking from the weekly chart, and right now we are respecting the 50%, but we could also come back down, guys. Come on, we're having the same scenario right here. We need the market to come to a previous support or resistance zones where we see the market having trouble to breaking. Do we see it right now? We don't. Remember, guys, I'm no financial advisor. Everything that I do and say is based off my own experience. You need to look up everything yourself first. But please, guys, continue watching this video and I'll try to explain as much as possible what I see right now on Near Protocol and Bitcoin. Okay, so let's start with the daily. And yesterday or 2 days ago, we did break the trend line. We did have a small wick yesterday, and we do have a huge candlestick right now. And if we're closing below 58,000, I definitely see the market coming back further down. And I mean, we could definitely come back up and retest the trend line that I'm having right here. We just might come up and retest this level before we're actually breaking to the upside again. As always, remember, guys, we are having a pullback, so the market just needs to correct itself, so it needs to come back down, but eventually the market will break to the upside again, so you don't have to worry, but we are definitely coming back down even more. I also have this trend line right here on the 4-hour chart. I usually don't want to have a trend line like that, but it's always good to see what could happen potentially against these levels. If we're going down to the lower time frames, we came back down to 56,800, and right now we are pulling back up. So if we're coming back up, we could definitely come and we could break 58,500 and then continue is up to the trend line. Either we're going to break it or respect it. Obviously, that is something that we have to wait and see. I don't have the answers right now. That is why we're having these targets on the charts, because when the market is coming to these levels, that's when we're taking the action. And should I wait? Should I sell? Should I buy? But looking at the overall picture on Bitcoin right now, I could see the market, if we're breaking 56,800, we're definitely coming back down to 55,900. Looking at the higher time frames, this is a previous support that we did have. So this is just what I said on my live stream today. Guys, this is a knife falling. So you're never catching a knife falling because you can cut yourself, right? You're waiting for the knife to come back down to the ground so you can pick it up. And that is the same thing with trading. You're waiting for the market to come to a level, to a support where you can see the market actually starting to cool down, consolidate. And at that point, you're starting to take decisions of, should I pick up the knife or should I not? When you're having a market being so volatile to the downside, to start go long, it's just not a good idea, because you can have a small pullback and then market continues back down. But when the market comes to certain levels, for example, like a previous support resistance zones right here, looking at the daily, that's when we're starting to see the market actually slowing down, and then we're taking the decisions, should we buy or should we sell? But sometimes you just have to wait. Just going back in time when we saw the market having a pullback right here, so the pullback did last from 6th of September to 29th of September. So almost a whole month the market was going down. But when you saw the market coming back down to this level right here at this previous resistance, what happened? If we're going to the lower time frames, looking at the 4-hour chart, you can see the market had trouble breaking this level, and this is what I'm talking about. We're coming to a level where we see the market having trouble breaking it, and then eventually the market will continue to the upside, and that is exactly what we're waiting for right now. Can you see the market doing just what I just showed you right here? No, you cannot see that. The market is still on its way down. It needs to come to a level where the market where we can see the market slowing down, and then we are starting to analyze the market. But right now the market is in a downtrend. So guys, come on, you have to realize the market needs to correct itself. It needs to come back down for then coming back up again. So on Bitcoin, we are right now in between 58,500. So we could come up here, or we can even come up to the trend line that I was talking about. We can even come to the higher time frames trend line, and then we see market coming back down again, maybe to 52,000 or 54,000, because remember guys, that is the higher time frames Fibonacci. If we're taking it from the higher time from the weekly chart, from 43,000 to 65,000. We're not so far away from that level, just a couple of pips more, 100, 1,000 pips more, we're there. And after that, we just might see the market having the trouble breaking that level, and then around 52,000, we're having the same thing happening right here. Going back in time, we can see this happening. Even if it's on the 4 hour, even if it's on the 1 hour, the daily, we need the confirmation that the market doesn't have the power to break these levels. And this is what it gives you every time. Every time the market breaks to the downside or to the upside, you can see the market. Just looking at this also, guys, even if it's a smaller range, it's still giving us the market doesn't have the power to break to the downside. Market continues up. Same thing here. The market doesn't have the power to break to the downside, continues up. The market doesn't have the power to break to the upside, market goes down. And the same thing happening over and over again. Doesn't matter if it's uptrend or if it's downtrend, but looking at what we're doing right now, we're just going straight down. We need more confirmations, guys. We're looking at near protocol, we're looking at the daily, and we're having the same scenario, or we can even go to the weekly, and we're starting off with a Fibonacci, and I'm going to try to take it from 5.4 to 11.8, and we can see that we are right now retouching the 50% around 8.6, going down to the lower time frames, because obviously this is the weekly chart, and we want to break everything down to the lower time frames. As we can see also right here, we do have a strong support at 6.6 where the market could come back down to, but we also have a previous, we can take it like this instead. So we're combining it with the 61.8% around 7.9. So we could see the same scenario right here, like I was talking on Bitcoin, that the market just might need to come to one of these levels, stay here for a while, and then you see market breaking to the upside. We can even, if we're breaking this level, you can have the same scenario happening at the low right here. So we're looking at previous support and resistance zones combined with Fibonacci, and then we're trying to see how the market is reacting to those levels. The market is just going down, so we need to wait and see what's actually going to happen. But we could definitely find good short opportunities until we're heading to the downside. But right now, you know, because we are just at the 50% target that we're having on the Fibonacci levels around 8.6, I could see the market coming up a little bit more. We can use this previous support at 9.3, combining that with a Fibonacci. You can see that the 68% is just where the previous lower low was, and what's happening in a downtrend, market creates lower low, a lower high, a lower low. A lower high usually retests the previous lower low, comes back down. But the overall target is around the Fibonacci levels, right? And that could be around 7.7, 7.9. If we're breaking that level, we can come back down to 6.5. But now you know what we're looking for when we want to see the market reverse to the upside. We want to find a previous support resistance zone where the market has trouble breaking. Combining that with the Fibonacci is super good, and then we're having the confirmation that the market just might not have the power to break it. We're then continuing to the upside. But right now we are just we're just having a falling knife. And what do? We're not catching a knife falling because we don't want to cut our arms, right? Or the fingers. Yeah? We need the fingers to trade the market. How are you going to trade the market if you're having fingers like this because you're catching a knife falling? What's going to happen if you start trading a market, buying the market when the market is going straight down? You will not have any money to trade with the next time. So just trying to combine these two scenarios together, combine it with one, and that gives you patience. And you trade with the trend. And the trend is going down now. So we just take some time. And if you're just scrolling down to the link in the description down below this video, you will see that right now we do have a bonus up to $4,100 on Femex, up to $4,100. It's a super good bonus, guys. So you claim this bonus. And we also have on Prime XPT, you can receive up to 50% added to your deposit when you're using our promo code Bitcoinsensus50. If there's anything that you're wondering, please guys, you ask me and I will help you as much as I can. Or if you do not know, we do have a Telegram group where you can actually have contact directly with me and all of the other people in the community. You also have that in the description down below right here. So just click on this link and you'll get directly to our Telegram group. It's a great community. Everything is for free. You're more than welcome. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Please subscribe to this video. I always go through daily updates about cryptocurrencies. I have multiple live streams during the week. We see each other in tomorrow's video. Remember, guys, don't forget to subscribe, to like this video, to comment if you liked it. Maybe if you don't even like it, it's okay. It's okay. But we see each other tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye from Sweden. Mwah!